music like anybody does. I started playing like guitar at least when I was 13, and I started on bass guitar and took lessons for a while. And then from there, I took like what I knew about bass and I started to learn the electric guitar just on my own from what I knew about bass. So I think mainly I've been learning, everything I learned about music is just through playing it. Probably the biggest thing that got me to actually play music was when my art teacher in high school showed me Iggy and the Stooges. And that music just kind of seemed so homemade and so like they were doing it themselves. And from there on, I just really got into punk, and I got into the idea that like you could make stuff that wasn't necessarily perfect, but it was like good because the spirit of it was there. I like music that tries to do something new and something interesting. I've been buying records for a long time, just buying whatever piques my interest. I'm really irresponsible when it comes to the vinyl buying, but I like to think that I'm helping the artist, and I'm buying like a stake in a platform that I really like. I'm afraid of vinyl going away because there's so many possibilities with vinyl. I really want to have like that physical item, and because I believe in like the album as like a piece of artwork. My music's kind of, it's influenced by, I'd say it's at least the first album that I ever did is really influenced by folk music. From then, I think it's gotten definitely into a more like chilled out, ambient kind of vibe. I want music that is like the perfect music to like fall asleep to or to relax to, and that doesn't like try really hard to call attention to itself, but still has really interesting elements to it.
You've gotta get yourself a house. You gotta lay yourself down.
My lyrics are mainly improvised. When I am writing a song, I just kind of go with whatever comes off the top of my head. But I think a lot of times through that way you can kind of figure out what is really on your mind a lot. I like just kind of playing a guitar and just messing around and coming up with ideas that way. I like the freedom of it. I always try to put a focus on in my writing that life isn't just like simple and neat and organized. It's pretty complex and can be tough sometimes. I want to tackle like big subjects and big ideas, and I want to have like songs that really touch people but are also challenging, I guess, in a way, because I don't want to feel like I'm just making things too easy. I like music because it's just something that connects a lot of people, and I like that it gives people a sense of profoundness, and that you can listen to like a song that you really like that like really gets to you, and it just gives a feeling, and that's a really like unique thing that music has.